I think this is the Cadillac of toaster ovens. It has lovely smooth features. I have used it to broil, bake, toast, and keep warm in 5 days I've owned it. All commands were completed excellently. Selecting the time and temperature was a few second learning curve, because who reads a manual? I've named her Betty, because she's gonna help me cook. KitchenAid, although supposedly now their quality is different from 20 years ago, is still a very fine strong brand. We have a Panasonic infrared toaster oven which is a bit small, you can't quite fit 4 full slices of bread into it. This, on the other hand, is quite the beast. It does a great job of toasting nearly 8 slices of bread at once. Where I think it starts to shine, however, is in replacing smaller baking jobs, such as making a quick batch of brownies or cookies. The convection feature really speeds up the baking and gives a much more even result. Since this oven heats up far more quickly than our full-size oven, I can see this saving energy and not heating the house up as much in the summer. If you have a large kitchen with lots of counter space, and you tend to do a lot of smaller baking jobs, this might be for you. At first I thought the cabinet was insulated, but I think it is only 2 layers of metal with an air gap in between. After being in use for perhaps 5 or more minutes, the top does become quite hot. If you have any questions, comments, or if you found this review helpful, please let me know. I love this little oven. It's perfect for a nap. On hot days I can hear something up quickly without heating up the whole lap by turning on the big oven. I have only had this a few days, so I cannot speak to the problems I have read about in other reviews, but so far, so good. Easily the best countertop oven I have ever owned, and the color is amazing. Super happy with it. I have used the Krupp's FBC413 countertop oven for about 8 years now. Some of the features are not working as well as they once did, so I was glad to have the opportunity to review this new KitchenAid Countertop Convection oven. So far, I am impressed with everything I have made in it. Frozen waffles, cookies, casseroles. They have all turned out perfect. This model includes 9 cooking modes. Please see picture number 1 for details from the manual. Bakeware is always a question as to whether or not it will fit in a countertop oven. Picture number 2 shows the suggestions from the manual. The unit includes a 12 inches round pan which fits perfectly front to back. There is just a bit more room left on each side. Dimensions are always a question with this type of appliance. The interior cooking space is 12 deep by 12.5 an inch wide. When I put the shelf on the lowest setting and then measure the interior, it looks as though you have about 4 inches in height to work with. There is actually 5 inches, but the manufacturer recommends at least 1 inch of space left at the top, so this yields 4 inches of cooking space. What kind of countertop space will you need? 18 wide 12 high, including the handle which is slightly higher than the body of the unit. The oven is 15 inches deep including the hob. You will need to account for room behind the unit to make sure it is away from walls, so plan on taking up close to 19 inches in depth. Click link in description for more reviews.